Hello and welcome to Service FM Stadium for this year's 2024 Federation Cup Final. Modbury Jets and Campbelltown, blue versus red in the Cup Final here in South Australia. Two top teams in the First Division battling it for the Cup competition. About to get underway, Mark Reno to start us with kickoff.
Be an unbelievable start for Modbury here. I think early you want to create chances, and Hamish McCabe has picked the ball up, and let's see how they go.
Looking at the target, but just going high and wide. Here's Jesse Francesca. Little battle there, but Skamitzi gets away with it to Hamish McCabe. Goes wide with Dion Kirk, takes it past one. Shouts of a handball, referee says no. And not enough on that shot to really test Alex Woodlands in goal.
Skamitzi and McCabe look like they've got a great partnership up forward. I think, one dropping deep, the other one going in behind, and they're going to cause problems in these first 5 minutes. They've already created two good chances there, and Dion Kirk probably would have liked that shot again. He was a bit off balance, but great early signs for Modbury Jets, and Campbelltown need to work their way into this one. We'll see when he gets his first ticket out for a player.
I think Maury was in the air. I think that's what made it maybe look a little bit worse than it perhaps was. Here's all right.
The effort going wide in the end from Mark Marino, but his first real opportunity at goal.
They're quite dangerous in that front third. Campbelltown, whenever they get the ball up there, you've obviously got Marino, as we've spoken about pre-game, left or right foot. He's cut inside there on his left, and it's not too far wide, so Modbury will definitely be cautious of him. And then you've got Maury, Alex Mullen and Matsumoto, so it's a very, very attacking front third, and they'll cause a lot of problems for Modbury if they can get the ball up there regularly.
Daniel Mullen at the back for Campbelltown. Matsumoto trying to just let the ball go past him. Alex Mullen with a lovely bit of footwork. Ball comes into the box! And there he is, Mark Marino, to get the first of the Cup Final. A ball just put across the face of goal. And a well-worked first one for Campbelltown.
Nice finish at the back post though, didn't he? I mean, he still had to make sure he made contact, put it in with a volley. Wheels off to celebrate to the corner, but nice finish. And do you know what, from our perspective, 14 minutes in, an early goal like this, that will open the game up. And I think Campbelltown over the last 10 minutes or so have just settled. They've enjoyed a bit more possession. And yeah, that opens it all up, doesn't it?
Just spoken about the attacking front third, and you've got there Alex Mullen and Matsumoto combining on the right, putting a ball in, and Marino does what he does best at the back post. He's always going to be there ready for a chance, and for him that's an easy finish, but it's not as easy as what it looks. So he'll be flying now, and Modbury, for as good as their start was, they're obviously 1-0 behind. They need to come back out and put some more pressure on Campbelltown.
Tim Henderson just getting intercepted by Alex Mullen, sliding in. Mullen does well to just keep the ball and hold it off. Here's Marino. Looks backward.
Mullen's got another knock here, and he's still down as well. So this is not what you want when you're already got a little niggly injury and someone comes in and clatters you like that. But maybe it's a bit of a tactic from Modbury. They've thought, he's a key player for them. Can they rough him up early? We saw this morning in the Euros, actually, Tony Cruz on Pedri, first 5-10 minutes, and he's actually made him go off. So I don't know if the Modbury players have taken inspiration from that, and they've tried to lay a few shots on Alex Mullen. Horrible feeling for a player. Getting subbed at half-time is bad enough, but before half-time is a disaster, especially in a big game like this. But I think you have to look at it as the coach is doing what he thinks is best for the team, and it is a team sport. So we'll see if the change is the right one, obviously, by the time we come to the end of the match.
Now, Joel Allwright went in a bit hard there. And the first booking of the match will go his way. I think he might have just lent with the foot.
He kind of looked like he went over the ball a little bit. It's Dion Kirk, it's the player who's the recipient. But, all right, maybe a little bit lucky. Kind of looked like he went over the ball for me. We'll see in the replay, but
we'll see it again here.
I don't want to say it's soft, but I don't think it's a foul. I think he's, he maybe has gone over, but I don't think he's actually gone on to him too much. He's controlled the ball, but
15, Giuseppe Makeda.
And he's made contact with the ball first, I would say.
Yeah.
As well, so yeah.
It did look a little bit more nasty than what it was. We have the advantage of a replay, don't we? The referee has to do it in live time.
Eight against 8. Shaxi, the one that gives away the foul and is also into the book as well.
That's not the first time that Shaxi and Mullen have clashed as well. It's been a real battle between those two.
Morris Natali clearly not happy on the sidelines about that one.
I think he was calling for a free kick on Dion Kirk here with a little nudge in the back, but for me there's nothing in that one. That one is a definite yellow card there for Shaxi. He's done 2 or 3 of those, and he probably knew the card was coming after he's done that.
Over at the referee's discretion now as the ball comes into the box and is headed away. Whistle to the referee's mouth. Half-time in the cup final. Campbelltown 1-0 up courtesy of Mark Marino, but the game's still much in the balance.
Interesting to see as well the tactical side from the benches, what has changed during the break. Will Modbury look to make any substitutions early on as well? O'Doherty on the bench is definitely one that you'll be looking to bring on. Just depends how long he can last.
Here is that substitute, Giuseppe Macheda. Looking to repay the faith from his manager, Francesca, on the edge of the box. Shot is deflected, might go down for Scamitzi. Francesca! Saved by Woodlands. An early opportunity goes for Modbury Jets, but they'll get the corner out of it. See that on replay there.
It was almost a reflex save, wasn't it? I mean, it wasn't that close in, but Woodlands was very quick to parry it over to his left.
Corner to come for the Jets. Launched into the box. The wind probably just holding it up ever so slightly, but Modbury still with it, and Macheda has to go against Josh Murray, who's all the way back. Couldn't keep the ball in play though, Macheda. Ball comes into the box. Might just need some sort of hit, really battling to try and get it in. Lead away again.
Almost with his first touch, O'Doherty there scored a goal, so it would have been the impact that the coach would have wanted. But it's good positive play, I think, getting runs in behind there, forcing that Campbelltown defence back a little bit. It's something obviously they're working on. They're trying to get those balls in behind, and maybe a little bit more difficult with the wind today, but they need to keep on working on that to find some chances.
Very much alone there, and Yohei Matsumoto pounces. Too much on that ball though.
He had the right idea though, didn't he, just to flick it through there to the onrushing Mark Marino.
McCabe would have been offside there if he tried to go for that one. Scamitzi. Now McCabe enters the box. Just tries to put it across the face.
Yeah, a little stab across there with the outside of his right foot, and O'Doherty was the target, but didn't quite get to him, and Woodlands collects.
Well, it looked like a little bit of a hopeful ball over the top, but Scamitzi hasn't given up on it, and I think that's the way he's gone about it the whole day. He's looked very good. I think Modbury, they need to try and get the ball on the deck a little bit more, because if they just keep hitting balls like that, it's probably going to be difficult to create too many chances. And Campbelltown, for them, I think they need to keep possession. What they were doing in the first half, dominating by keeping the ball, they've kind of lost their way a little bit.
Mullen just getting that one away from Skinitzi.
I do wonder what's going through the coach Maurice Natali's mind though at this point. 65 minutes, so we're 20 minutes into this second half. I'll just let you take this one.
This might be a golden opportunity here through the legs. And there's Josh Murray. Celebrates with the coaching staff and gets Campbelltown 2-0 up.
It's brilliant work by Alex Mullen here on the touchline. I think he's bullied Henderson, kept the ball in, and it's a great assist, but Murray with that little bit of class to put the ball away, similar I'm sure that his dad would have done back in the day as well.
Right after that goal as well, he's also receiving instructions on this close touchline from his coaching staff, but what a finish. Gets it through, actually takes a slight deflection off Ryan Neal, but
Campbelltown City
nonetheless
scored by number 11 Joshua Murray.
Into the back of the net for Campbelltown, gives them a 2-goal lead.
Modbury Jets 0.
Spoke to Daniel Mullen during the week and he said it himself, it's probably the one competition that Campbelltown have probably been chasing after all their successes over the recent years and just haven't been able to get. Slightly risky there from Tim Henderson.
I don't think he meant to. He quite meant to pop it up like that though.
Looking from range. Ryan Neal had to make that save. He keeps it in play though. Murray. Rising high there was Alex Mullen.
A little bit like Mark, wasn't it? Campbelltown get another one. It'd be hard to see Modbury coming back. My 3-all still on the cards though, isn't it?
Well, 2-0's looking not great right now because I think Campbelltown are about to find a third.
Something out of this game at the moment. Not that they haven't deserved it either.
I think just before the second goal, I was commenting about, I wonder what's going through the coach Maurice Natali's mind, you know, when they're 1-0 down and then now they're 2-0 down, so if they've got to salvage something.
It could be 3 here if Marina gets onto the end of this one.
Maybe a bit too much on it, but he gets onto it in the end, puts the ball into the middle,
3-0.
And into the bottom corner it goes!
That's a peach of a finish.
The third goal for Campbelltown. 3-0 they go. And that might have put it to bed.
And it looked like it was coming. As soon as they scored the second, Campbelltown, they've had a few other chances, and Modbury just looked out of sorts. And the shirt is off from Murray, getting the rig out for all the fans. It's a little bit cold for that, I think, though. But
Campbelltown City goal once again scored by number 11 Joshua Murray.
It was a lovely finish, wasn't it? He just managed to make the contact necessary just to guide it into that far post. A lovely little finish and away he wheels. 3-0. Hey, my 3-all's still on the cards. Your 2-0 is gone.
Mark will cross down to you on the sideline. There's also a substitute going on as well.
Yeah, Campbelltown are going to the bench first with Marino coming off Barassi. But just what a finish from Modbury. He also got booked for his second goal celebration, and Modbury are actually making making change as well. They're going to go with 3 subs, so they're going to bring on what looks to be Trimboli, Mullen, and I think it's their new signing as well. I'm not sure of his name yet, but the new signing that just signed from Interstate is going to come on as well. So big task now for Modbury.
Very tricky there from Joshua Barassi. Campbelltown win back. Joel Allwright. Barassi. Now Murray. Back with Joshua Barassi on the edge of the box, looking for the curling effort. And my, that was a bit wicked.
What's the pot from there? Gone so okay, it was just a bit too close to the keeper, wasn't it?
Now here's Hamish McCabe. Hasn't shown himself too much in this half. Here's McCabe.
it stays like this, it won't be a birthday to remember for him or his brother. I think, to be honest, if anything, it's going to look like Campbelltown will get the 4th rather than Modbury look to get 1 back in this one.
Barassi seems to be everywhere as well. Here he is again.
Might look to have his opportunity of his own on the edge of the box, just making his way in. Dealt with by the Modbury defence a bit sloppily in the end. Campbelltown back with it forward. Here's Baresi. Intercepted. Maury on the edge of the box. Oof. Onto the top of the net. Wilson headers away. Matsumoto against Ichikawa. Here's Matsumoto with it again. Maury makes his way past. Might look to take on the strike himself. Goes out for the corner.
Maury's come into his own in this second half, hasn't he? Really, it was maybe a quieter first half for him, but this second half he just seems to have popped up more often, and even before he scored the goal, he just seemed to have been around the place more.
Yeah, especially, I think, since he's come more central with Mark Marino and Alex Mullen going off. It's obviously Baresi and Maury more central. I think that's his natural position. Out wide maybe isn't probably the place he'd want to be, even though he was doing well there. I think when he's central, he can cause a lot of trouble, and he's on track for a hat-trick here. If he keeps this up, I reckon he's going to get another couple chances before this one's over.
Matsumoto on this corner kick. Cleared away.
So he's really pushing them hard.
Pull out wide with Ichikawa. Puts it into the box. Francesca gets the hit. Just saved by Alex Woodlands.
And through a crowd of players as well. Woodlands would have seen that late. He had to make his decision early on, and his vision would probably have been obscured by the forest of players that were in front of him. The red wall, as we have been calling him today. So
We or you?
Well, fair point.
Hamish McCabe to put in this corner. Headed only upwards. Still in the mix-up. Cleared away in the end.
Oh, here's trouble. It's a four against one here.
He could have a shot from here.
Oh, and he's picked out the one of Modbury.
Oh, well.
Didn't matter in the end. It's full time. Campbelltown will go back to their home ground with the Federation Cup in their hands. 30 years in the making. 30 years of wait. Finally, with that Federation Cup trophy back. And well deserved in the end. Alex Mullen, their captain, their leader, along with their coach Michael Matriciani. Two people who've brought so much to Campbelltown in recent years, including this piece of silverware right here. The winners of the 2024 Federation Cup, Campbelltown City.